Urgent! Da Bears fan! Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Bears coach calls out RB DeAndre Swift. Ahead of NFL draft, the Chicago Bears have signaled they have big plans for running back DeAndre Swift in 2025, despite turning over their coaching staff during the offseason.
While new head coach Ben Johnson is rebuilding the Bears' offense from scratch with quarterback Caleb Williams in mind, he has also lauded Swift on multiple occasions, indicating his playmaking ability will have a role in his system. Johnson's
expectations have not stopped his new coaches from calling out Swift and demanding more from him ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft, though.
During March 26th's appearance on the Chicago Bears official podcast, new running backs coach Eric Bieniemy spoke about Swift's expected role in 2025 and challenged him to raise the bar after a relatively down season in 2024. Now, more than anything, we've got to make sure that he understands that he can find 4.5 yards between the tackles, but also hit the home run when he needs to, Bieniemy said. Swift averaged a career-low 3.8 yards per carry for the Bears in 2024, despite getting a career-high 253 carries. While the Bears' inconsistent offensive line and disjointed play calling factored into his lack of success, he also had the fewest rushing yards over expected 174 in the league, per Next Gen Stats, a reconstructed line and a new offensive play caller. Johnson could help Swift turn a corner in 2025, though, depending on what other talent they add. Johnson's success with running back duo David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs in Detroit has given way to expectations that the Bears will look to supplement their backfield in the NFL Draft this month, potentially even in the first round. Heisman Trophy runner-up Ashton Jeanty has been a popular selection for the Bears at number 10 overall in recent mock drafts, but Athlon Sports' Luke Easterling recently mocked the possibility of the Bears trading back in the first round and instead targeting North Carolina's Omarion Hampton at number 18 overall. The running back position is also considered one of the deepest in the 2025 class, giving the Bears options to add capable talent on days 2 and 3 as well. Regardless of how the Bears improve the room, Swift will need to prove to his new coaches that he can meet their expectations to keep his starting job. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest, the monsters of the Midway news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Chicago Bears linked to possible fall. $1 million running back move throughout the course of the NFL offseason thus far. The Chicago Bears have been extremely aggressive. Ryan Poles and company are clearly looking to build a legitimate contender around young franchise quarterback Caleb Williams. Already, the Bears have added offensive lineman Jonah Jackson and Joe Thuney via trades. They also brought in center Drew Dalman, defensive end Dayo Odeyingbo, defensive tackle Grady Jarrett, and other smaller pieces in free agency. While the free agency market has slowed down considerably, could Chicago still consider making another impact move? A few quality free agents are still available, and the Bears have now been linked as a suitor for one of them. Chicago could still use another piece at the running back position. There happens to be an intriguing players still looking for a new team. Kyle Sopp of Pro Football Network has suggested the Bears as a potential suitor for free agent running back JK Dobbins. Dobbins is fresh off of a solid year with the Los Angeles Chargers in 2024. He carried the football 195 times for 905 yards and 9 touchdowns in 13 games, averaging a solid 6 yards per carry. In addition, he also caught 32 passes for 153 yards. At 26 years old, Dobbins would be worth taking a flyer on. What would it take to bring the former Ohio State star running back on board? SpotRack has projected Dobbins to earn around $1 million per year on his next deal. Outside of Chicago, the Las Vegas Raiders and Cleveland Browns were also listed as potential fits for Dobbins. Bears rumors. 2. Ohio State stars land in Chicago in ESPN mock draft. The 2025 NFL Draft is just weeks away, which means the mock drafts are coming out in full force. The Chicago Bears have been pegged to many players, and with new head coach Ben Johnson in town, there could be some new weapons added to the offense. The Bears have Caleb Williams under center, but adding another playmaker is always a good idea. Field Yates of ESPN rolled out a new 2-round mock draft with the Bears first
Pick at number 10, Yates had them selecting LSU offensive lineman Will Campbell Jr., which would be a huge addition to the offensive line. Meanwhile, Yates then had two Ohio State stars going to the Bears with picks number 39 and 41. With the 39th overall choice, he pegged Ohio State wide receiver Emeka Egbuka to Chicago, and here's why: as the Bears look for one more playmaker to maximize Ben Johnson's offense, they could turn to the ever-reliable Egbuka in round 2. He set the Ohio State record for catches.
205 and is a great route runner. Egbuka had a stellar career at Ohio State, although he was always the second option behind guys such as Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jeremiah Smith. Egbuka joining Rome Odunze in the WR room would do wonders for Williams.
Bears double down on Ohio State stars with the 41st overall pick. Yates has the Bears taking Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins in a big move. While some mocks have Ashton Jeanty going to the Bears, Yates waits longer to address the RB area. More offense for the Bears, 2 picks after I had them taking Egbuka. I have an ever so slightly higher grade on Judkins' fellow Ohio State back Trevayon Henderson, but Judkins can bring a better profile of power and thump to a Chicago offense that could use it. He scored 45 career rushing TDs. Judkins is a big pickup. And after an impressive run at Ole Miss, he transferred to Ohio State for his final year before declaring for the draft. While there are many options in the NFL draft for the Bears, this would be a good haul. Insider claims Bears' Ben Johnson would love controversial LSU star, and the Bears are still focused on the offensive line. Chicago Bears' Ben Johnson hopes to shake
things up in his first year as head coach, even going as far as looking to take a chance on an uncanny talent. An NFL insider, Field Yates of ESPN, indicates that Johnson would love nothing more than to secure the talents of LSU OLG Will Campbell. "I'm pretty bullish on Campbell as a prospect," Yates said. "Despite concerns about his 32-inch arm length, he ranks 5th on my board. And in this scenario, I'm not super focused on whether he would ultimately play tackle or slide inside to guard." The Bears' starting 5 is already much better on paper after a busy free agency, and Campbell could play wherever he's needed. New coach Ben Johnson would love a player like Campbell, whose elite foot quickness and pass protection ability fit great in his system. The Bears will likely feature plenty of zone rushing schemes in 2025. The Bears could see Campbell as a top 3. Pick in the upcoming NFL draft, Campbell is a bit of a wild card. Despite being known for quickness and pass protection, concerns about his arm length have been raised. However, Campbell staved off concerns at the LSU Pro Day when he measured in at 33 inches. While that is historically small, it is nonetheless on par with other NFL players. This could give the Bears and Johnson confidence in shoring up Campbell. The Bears will likely have to choose between Campbell and running back Ashton Jeanty of Boise State. Jeanty is expected to be at the top of the Bears because he is seen as fulfilling a need in their running game. With the issue of arm length behind them, at least for now, is there anything else Campbell can do to help revitalize the Bears? What Will Campbell can bring to the Bears? Campbell is one of the most highly touted offensive linemen in college football. He was an All-American in his 3 seasons at LSU. The Bears are desperate to improve their offensive line in spite of worries of Campbell's arm length. In ways, he provides them with the skill set needed for that role. And now, Da Bears fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Da Bears. It'll be back any moment with more. The Monsters of the Midway News.